Hello and welcome back. My name is Guild Navigator. So today I'm going to be, I say in quotes, beginning a new Let's Play series of Morrowind, which is the third Elder Scrolls game. For those of you guys who don't know, Morrowind was the game that came out before Oblivion, which is the game that came out before Skyrim. So it's the only real Bethesda game that I've never played in its totality for any amount. So sorry for the cough. But I can't say that I've never played it because I have tried to start this Let's Play series a comical number of times, and it keeps failing. So I'll explain it more as once we get into the game.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Well, my name is Guild Navigator. So the guard's going to be coming down this
Last night stole
this path in a second. I know this.
I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
I feel like this music is a little bit loud relative to everything else. Let's turn it down to there.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Okay, guard, as you wish. So basically, the context here is at first I was trying to record this game using the Xbox Game Pass Live streaming service thing, and I could just not get it to play nice with OBS. And I was playing the Xbox 360 version of Morrowind. It was getting super angry. It wasn't recording itself correctly. So the first maybe like
Up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
the first maybe like 4 or 5 times that I
On deck.
that I went through this
Now,
intro.
prisoner.
How the hell do I enter? I said space is to enter. Okay,
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
sure. But so basically, I kept trying to record. That wasn't working.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Don't worry. I'll let you know. Okay, I like this is a much better control than the Xbox one. I liked, what face was it? Oh, it was this face, and then I like yeah, like this. I think this looks really sick. Cool.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in.
So then I
Follow
was
me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
so I was finally able to figure that out, how to record properly with it. And I managed to record 3 episodes, 3 30-minute episodes. And I went to try to play, and my wife was also trying to use Game Pass, and so I got kicked off. And I realized, you know what, I'm just gonna play the Steam version.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
But I know what to do now at least. Okay, so I'm gonna do strength and endurance, because strength and endurance is basically my attack, basically my damage, and how much health I have, which is good. I want to do medium armor, and then I'm gonna do long blade. I heard mysticism is important because it allows you to teleport. I'm going to do. So what else do I want to do? Maybe like speechcraft. So medium armor, long blade, mysticism, and then alteration because I want to be able to fly around. And then for this, I'm going to do security. And then I definitely want mercantile as well as speechcraft. Let's do a conjuration, destruction, and maybe athletics. I think it looks pretty good. Okay.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
So I've heard that the lady is possibly the best, just because it gives you fortified personality and fortified endurance. I don't really fully understand how the astronaut works. So you don't regenerate magicka, but you don't normally regenerate magicka. So in Morrowind you don't regenerate like in normal Elder Scrolls games. I'm tempted to take the steed to just move faster because your walking speed is really slow in this game.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Yeah, it all looks good to me. Okay, you now have a stats menu where you can view this information. Right-click allowing you to use your menus. When you're done with them, right-click again to close them. Okay, cool.
When you exit to get your release fee.
How do I, like, see my spells and stuff? Okay. Cool.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Sellus Gravius.
Yeah, I know where I'm going. Don't worry. Okay, I want this knife. And then I also heard you can pick up this lockpick here. Very cool. And there's a chest somewhere. It's here. How do I use my I should have read the instructions more clearly. I know it popped up, I just missed it. Interesting. Because I have this lockpick here. Let me look this up. The controls are a little bit different this time around relative to how to equip sword Morrowind PC. So it says drag the item onto the character model. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's easy. And I press F to basically equip it. So if I... Okay, cool. So I'm gonna... That was... Cool. So now I have the lockpick equipped. So I should... Oh, do I have to pull it out like I would a normal weapon? Okay. Nice. Very cool. Okay, now I'm gonna equip the sword. It's a little bit different from a mechanical perspective, but no worries, obviously. Okay, nice, 31 gold. Okay, let's get out of here. So this the first town that we're in is called Sedenin. And so there's a couple of like important quests here. I don't know if they're important, but there's a couple of like intro level kind of quests that I'm gonna do. In particular, there's a guy here who, when you leave that ring that I just picked up, there's someone here whose ring it was originally, who's gonna want it back. Okay, first of all, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I'm Sellus Gravius, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. Wait, no, I want to do Morrowind. Okay. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself, and I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties, instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. Let's do duties. This package came with news of your arrival. You are to take it to Cassius Cositus in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Cassius Cositus. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal in your name. Cool. So the Balmora is like the first big town that we really kind of make it to. You're here. Hello. This is the guy who's ring me who it is. Okay. Are you the one that the boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at the time of day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. I swear one of the guards have it. I had it last week before the weekly Let's Shake Down Fairgroth ritual. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Yes, I found it. Here it is. You found it. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now.
Come
Cool.
on,
And I think
haven't got all day, you know.
I think we should get discounted prices now. Which would be kind of cool. I'm ever so slightly faster than I was without these other things, but I'm still kind of slow. It's at least I'm not crazy slow. Okay, like I was previously. Hello, Ariel. Welcome to Ariel's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin. Also, a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear more about my potions or most popular scrolls? Not really. But I will barter with you. Okay, I think I want this iron longsword. I think that's going to be the best option based on what I have. Oh, the steel sword is better, right? So the iron longsword weighs more. It has more condition. Oh, this is the steel short sword. I misread that. Yeah, so I think the iron longsword is my best bet for long swords, which is what I want to go for. Long bladed. Of course, there's the iron broadsword also. What is the difference? I think that this does. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll do one of those. Okay. And I have 118 gold. I mean, I guess you can have that bowl. And so, okay, I can afford another 70 basically. And I'm doing, I think it was medium armor. That's 90, so I can't afford that, but I can afford that. And is there anything else? Interesting. That is 80. And I think I could afford that. Yep, okay. Yeah, let's go forward with this. Cool.
Please, feel free. Talk at your leisure.
And I'll equip the new stuff, the new armor that I got. I keep clicking escape instead of right clicking again to exit. Okay, and then I know that there's a little bandit camp near here that they tell you about. So basically there's if I want to go to Balmora, there's a little silt strider here who can take me there, but I'm gonna walk there for the first time.
Yes.
Get a little bit of feet
You have
underneath
something
me.
to say to me?
Actually, don't have anything to say to you. Okay, if that creature visits again. So up ahead here near the silt strider, there's a little cave full of some baddies. I wonder if there's a shortcut for take all. Because I want to take all the little crafting ingredients, but who knows? Yeah, have any of y'all played Morrowind? You know, I wonder what the audience overlap between U5 and my new Bethesda Let's Play series is going to be. It's okay. I'll willingly sacrifice my audience of 46 subscribers. I'm not audience captured. I will play the games that I want to play. At the pace that I want to play them. Okay, cool. Bum bum bum.
You will suffer greatly.
Or you are the one who's going to be suffering greatly. Okay, I think that I'm looking at the OBS and it looks like I think just all the volume is a little bit too loud. So I'm gonna turn it all down and the music back up. And we'll see if that's a little bit better. Okay, this guy's this bro is downed. Let's take all. It looks like he had some equipment. Maybe it's better than mine. Yeah, those look better than the boots that I was currently wearing. Cool. Yeah, I keep clicking. Let's move this stuff around. I think I have to, I guess, come up with a window that I like. This is kind of a weird system. Can I resize things? I can. Okay. Something like this looks pretty good. Cool, and when I click, it's going to come up in the same order. That's pretty nice. And then let's save. Just a guild. Okay, cool. So my first foe has fallen. I do want to equip my spells. Let's do... Where is it? The Ancestral Guardian. So that's F. Okay, cool. So R is equip spells, and F is the sword. I wonder what's up here. Actually, last time I didn't check this out. Hello. Do you have the keys to these bracers? Will you let me go free? Sure. Yes, Bargo is free. You're a good friend to Bargo. You freed me, Guild Navigator. Can I free you also? You guys are all free to go now. I'm not sure what that means if you're actually going to go somewhere, but in principle you are free to go. So up ahead there's like a wizard person who's pretty strong. At least I had a little bit of a hard time fighting them last time. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try to do my ancestral spirity thing. Gonna have to free these people again. It would be kind of a dick move to forget about them. Morrowind is interesting, so it's not voice acted, and that has, in my mind, that has some pretty significant trade-offs, right? One of the downsides of obviously something not being voice acted is that you miss out on that dimension of immersion. You're not talking to people and getting like that kind of like input into who they are as a person or anything. Yeah, I think I'll just leave those on the ground. But the one of the benefits of having it not be voice acted is that you're able to have much more complicated you're able to have much more complicated dialogue, in the sense that you don't actually necessarily have to read it all, so that you can kind of like information dump a little bit without having to I guess worry to the same degree about your audience having to sit through every single line of dialogue. So as you'll see in Morrowind, this is my exposure in the first maybe hour that I have in this game, hour and a half. I should say probably up to 2 hours at this point in total. that it's much more lore dense. Oh man, I'm dead. When I played on my previous build, I also had a hard time fighting this person. Maybe they're just tough. But what was I saying? One of the yeah, you're able to just have much more complicated lore because you don't have to worry about, I keep clicking escape. You don't have to worry about people having to sit through it all, right? Like something like 300 or 400 words is a couple of minutes of dialogue, but it can just be a paragraph of text or a couple of paragraphs of text. Okay. And then F. I think I'm gonna get him this time. Nope, I didn't. I'm not sure what to do exactly. I could maybe try to cast some destruction spells at him. But I get the feeling that that's not necessarily... It just feels so wrong that it's not escape. Okay, now I've got my sword and obviously my ancestral guardian. Yeah, dodge. Oh, failed to dodge that time. God damn it. I'm not sure what to do because I was able to destroy them. This is going to be like my entire episode is going to be me trying and failing to clear this one dungeon. Maybe I can try to do this shield spell. I need to stop clicking. So I've got a shield now, and then I'll do my ancestral guardian also. And I think I'm gonna get him. Nope. I shouldn't have counted that chickens. I felt like I was so close that time. A couple of luckier hits, and I would have gone. I'll save now after I do the shield and the fucker. Okay, so shield's equipped. Cool, that worked, I think. Now ancestral guardian's equipped. Okay. Sword out. Let's save. Bro, how am I missing all of my hits? What is happening? Okay, that was like by far the worst one. I didn't get like a single hit on them at all. So as you can see, Morrowind's a little bit of a touch and go process. You know, it's been fun posting these Let's Play videos online because it really is just a way to pay much more careful attention when playing games. I find myself often... Oh my god, what is happening? What I was saying is I find myself too often becoming distracted by playing a game. Like I want to play a... Oh, is it because I have my... Wait, I have the wrong thing equipped. I have my knife equipped. Oh. Wait, this actually might change everything. Because I was trying to hit him with my little baby knife. Okay. I do think that this is going to help. Who knows? But anyway, I was saying I find myself like wanting to play an audiobook or in some way kind of like distract myself from the activity that I'm doing too often, and that at least when I'm recording these videos that becomes, you know, that's kind of not the name of the game. Like you got to pay attention. Where the hell did this guy go? Oh no. There's two of them now. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. And I think I can get them also. Nice. Nice. Oh man, that made me really happy. Okay, cool. What does dispose of corpse mean? Uh-oh. Do I have the corpse in my inventory or something like that? Maybe I just like deleted it from existence. Your stuff is mine. So if you have like moon sugar or skooma in your inventory, the trader guy who I went to previously won't trade with you, so I'm gonna have to drop it before I go try to talk to him. I think that there's another enemy up ahead here. If I remember correctly. No, it just kind of looped around and there wasn't very good gear. So I'll head back into town and sell the stuff. Interesting, a battle axe. I did end up doing a long blade, but I wonder what like axes or clubs or anything like that. I wonder if they're good. Again, how do I wait? Oh, Q is like auto walk forward. Interesting, so I don't have to hold it down. That's actually kind of nice. I wonder what's going to happen when I run into this door. Am I going to keep walking on the other side of the door? I am. Okay. Interesting. That was not rest. Let me just look at the controls here. Controls. So sneak is left control. Run is left shift. I didn't even know run was a thing. Interesting. Okay, journal is J. That would make sense. And rest is T. So I turn off Q. Okay, left control. Yeah, that's crouch. And what was run again? Run was left shift. This is me walking. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is much faster, but it burns fatigue, right? Okay, cool. And then I can rest for a couple of hours. But let's first do the trade. Oh, this is cool. I can run. That's actually really nice. That's crazy they had that in Morrowind, and then I think they removed it from Oblivion. What was the possible logic for removing a run option from Oblivion? I think Oblivion doesn't have run. I'm like 99% sure it didn't on the release. It does definitely in the remaster. Fallout 3, I'm like almost 100% sure does not have a run, any run options at all. Oh yeah, I have to drop my moon sugar and my skooma. And I think I just do that. Yep. Yep. Okay. And they're there on the ground. Cool. I'll pick them up in a second. Barter with my homie. Okay, let's see the stuff I want to sell. You cannot buy that item. It's too bad. I wonder how important potion, like amulet stuff is in this game. For now, I don't want to just carry around a ton of random ingredients. But it is something I need to think about, begin to think about. Okay, I'll sell my iron dagger. Definitely going to keep my longsword. Don't need either of these. Or the throwing stars. Steel battle axe. I think I can keep that because I don't have anything equipped there. Netch leather boots. Okay, it's the same thing I already have equipped. Ba-ba-bum. Yep, there's my Ashiam. I remember Ashiams from Skyrim. From the Dragonborn DLC. I'll keep the directions for now, and the apprentice lockpicks. The bowl I can sell. I don't know if I need so many apprentice lockpicks, but I might as well keep them. So he has enough gold to buy all this stuff, but I'm not sure if there's anything else that I would want to buy from him. There was a medium helmet, right? There is. Yep, there. And then I don't see any medium shields or anything. Although that doesn't necessarily mean it's not worth getting still. Yeah, I'll just stick to this. The money will always be useful. Goodbye, kind sir. Okay, let's pick my my moon sugar and my skooma back up. And save. Of course, always save. And then it's time to go to Balmora. Wow, it's crazy how fast I'm running. I do want to wait, actually. Resting here is illegal. It's good to know. I guess they've got anti-vagrancy laws in Morrowind. Okay, so let's open up the map here, the world map here. So Balmora, if I remember correctly, is like hereabouts. So I think what it's going to do is it's going to send me kind of like this. But I'm actually not sure. Either way, it's definitely this direction. Can I wait here? Nope, resting here is still illegal. Boom, boom, boom. Man, I'm flying. I'm flying. Look at me fly. Nice, and if I do Q and caps lock, it activates, I guess, what you would call an always run. Although I guess the danger of always running is that then my fatigue is going to get high. Q, okay. I want to make sure I'm going in the right direction. Yeah, it's this way. Oh, cool. So because if I keep caps lock, then it's just always run all the time. Is it still illegal? It's no longer illegal to rest. Until healed. I should probably rest until morning. Right now, who knows? I can go at night. The sign to Balmora. I couldn't tell this was an animal or some grass. Turned out to be some grass. I wonder if Morrowind could even be remastered. It seems like one of those games that's maybe too old. The dialogue, I think the lack of voiced dialogue would be the big killer. That would make it probably just like unappealing to most modern audiences. That's my guess. But who knows? By the way, I've always hated the term modern audience. It always just has like come to signify a type of audience that like I just despise. You know, like kind of like a mindless, slop-driven, dopaminergic. Like everything that like you just don't like. I just hate about modernity is kind of encompassed by the phrase modern audience. I was they released the new Fable game, or like I shouldn't say they released it. They had the Xbox Direct for it. And you know, I've never I was too young for Fable, the original Fables, like, or they kind of like missed my window just by a couple of years. By the time that I was into video games, there was just more mature stuff, you know, like stuff like Skyrim that was out, and so I just was not interested in kind of the more like kiddie vibe of Fable. But I will say that, like, you know, watching the trailer for the game, I was thinking to myself, you know, just that this just doesn't look good. Like, it just does not look interesting to me. And who knows, maybe it will end up being like an extremely good game, but I, for one, am kind of skeptical. So I spoke to this person previously. I know what they do. So, begging your pardon, have you seen a bandit nearby? I must find him. Yes, I was just walking along here, minding my own business. Suddenly a bandit jumped at me from behind. He was a dark elf, a strong, dashing dark elf. He didn't harm me in any way, although he did take my jewels. He was quite gentle, and he talked to me for what seemed like forever. Yeah, oh, what, jewels, what's that? Oh, never mind, the jewels? I just want to find the bandit again. He was charming and funny, and I simply must see him again. His name, Nelios Onmar, a name that will stay on my lips for eternity. Perhaps you can find him for me. Perhaps, please, I cannot live without knowing if he could ever love me. I have nothing to offer you in return, but could you not help me for the sake of love? Sure, yeah, I'll try to help you. She gave me her left glove.
Wishes to you, friend.
Tidings and good wishings to you as well. Yeah, anyway, just the new Fable game, it just looked kind of, yeah, it just didn't look good. I don't know how to really criticize it without sounding like Asmongold, but my criticisms of it are probably pretty similar to the criticisms that Asmongold would have. Just, it does not look interesting to me. Yeah, I just to summarize like some of my more thoughts on modern RPGs and everything, it bothers me. It just annoys me that like every game takes place now in the same universe. I mean, this is one of like the cool things that has always drawn me a little bit to Morrowind. I've never really played it, but that Morrowind seems like a fantasy universe that's at least trying to do something different. Like, it's trying to represent some I don't know, like some alternative version of a fantasy world, and that's all too rare now. Like, increasingly every game is either what I would describe as like hyper realistic, so something like Kingdom Come Deliverance, which I'm just like not super interested in its own sense. I mean, not because it doesn't look fine, or like, you know, I guess just like modern slop, right? Like, you know, I tried to play, what was the game that there was two games by Obsidian that I tried to play recently, and both of them I just like could not, I just could not handle the games. The first was Avowed, and the second was the Outer Worlds 2, and I was actually really disappointed in the Outer Worlds 2 in particular, because I had actually candidly kind of enjoyed the Outer Worlds 1. You know, there were a couple of very interesting characters. The mad scientist guy, if any of you have played it, the mad scientist was fun. I thought Pravati was really interesting. The pastor character was kind of cool. I'm blanking on their names. Frozen. That's not good. Why am I frozen? I didn't like that. But there was like a pastory type character who was also really interesting. So this is to say that was a game that I felt, you know, I felt like I actually kind of resonated with many of the people in it. So I was somewhat excited. Wait, did I make a wrong turn? It's saying Balmora back this way. Interesting. I must have made a wrong turn somewhere. But I was super excited for the Outer Worlds 2 in particular, and I just got, like, everyone talks the same. I had this realization when I was playing Starfield. I know I'm just jumping between games that I'm analogizing here. What the hell is this creature? What the fuck is this guy? Can I hit him? Yeah, down with you. Cliff Racer. I think I've seen memes about cliff racers before. So I had this realization when I was playing Starfield that okay, how do I I'm trying to think of how to specifically frame my criticism. So, you know, what I'm trying to say is this was true for Outer Worlds 2 also, is that none of the characters seemed like they embodied the values that they were like supposedly associated with. So I'll connect this back to Starfield in a second, but to just talk about the Outer Worlds 2. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save this story for the next episode. I'm going to go get myself a Diet Coke, and roughly the 30 minutes is here, so I'll cut it off here. And if you guys are interested in my game theorizing, my game criticism, you know, come back for the next episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.